A student adds a number to both the terms of the ratio 4:7 to get a new ratio equivalent to 9:10. What number should he add? So let's assume that the two numbers are A and B and the ratio is given as 4:7. Now for a change, we'll assume that we are adding a constant A to both the parts of the ratio. Normally we'll assume A as the common multiplication factor, but here the student is adding a number to both the parts of the ratios, right? So in such case, the first term would become 4 plus A and the second term would become 7 plus A, right? And after adding this constant, the ratio is equivalent to 9:10, right? So 4 plus A is to 7 plus A becomes equivalent to 9:10. We know that we can rewrite ratios in the form of fractions. So let's try that. 4 plus A divided by 7 plus A is equivalent to 9/10. So when we cross multiply the terms, we are going to end up with 40 plus 10A is equivalent to 63 plus 9A. So now moving this term to the opposite side and shifting 40 to the opposite side, we'll get the constant value as 63 minus 40. That is going to be 23. So the number which the student has added with both the parts is 23. That's it. The same question can be done by using a different smarter approach in order to save a good amount of time. So let's try that. Initially the ratio between the two numbers was 4:7 and now the student is adding a constant value with both the parts and the ratio changes to 9:10, right? So he is trying to add a constant part, and what is happening because of this addition process? The first number is changed by 5 parts. The second number is changed by 3 parts, right? Now we can see that the change in the number of parts is not identical in both the cases, right? So in order to make them equal, we'll have to use the same trick which we used earlier. What is the difference in the ratio between these two parts? 3. And what is the difference between these two parts in terms of ratios? 1. Now multiply this constant with both these ratio parts. So the new ratio would become 4:7. Similarly, multiply this difference with the second ratio. So 3 9s are 27 and 3 10s are 30, right? Now if we observe the new ratios, the change in the number of parts here is 23 and the change in the number of parts here is 23, right? And as we can clearly see, the constant which is going to be added between both the parts is 23. So the student is adding the number 23 with both the initial ratios. In both the ways, we get the same answer as 23 as the number which was added by the student, right? So whichever method is comfortable for you, make use of that approach.